Inside or... It's Golden State basketball. To Hield. Wide open. Look won't go.
Woo, I'm telling you right now. He will not get a better look than that right there the rest of the night.
To Davis. Nearly got that one to go. Wiggins to Walker. Warriors with 4 to shoot. Walker. His first effort off the mark. Beverly into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Has a chance. Offensive rebound. Nice touch around the basket with the tip. Who compares to AD offensively?
We would be doing a disservice if we compared AD just to one player. He's an amalgamation. Think about Tim Duncan, Kevin Garnett, Marcus Camby. Throw them all into a blender, you get Anthony Davis.
Beverly. Oh, stolen by the Warriors. Buddy Hield to Wiggins. Oh, with the foul. And a chance coming up at the line.
Guys like Gary Payton would always take ones early like this all the time. Number one, to see if they'll get caught. And number two, to leave a little mark on you to remind you that they'll be on you all game long.
Misses the second as well. Mitchell with the basketball. Lead is 2. Here comes the screen. Short jumper won't go down.
You see, Ed, this is what the refs need to start calling. The defender hit the shooter right around the waist, which made him lunge into his shot and took away all of his concentration for it.
Anthony Davis pins it. Buddy Hield.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Oh, bad pass, and the Bucks have it.
Feed the beast, man. Feed the beast.
Taking advantage of the turnover.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to lead the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
To Hield. Oh, had him going there for a second. Walker. Now a steal by Milwaukee. So important to take care of the basketball. Easy 2 on the other end after the turnover.
Just wait a second, Ed. Wait 1 second. Can we go back to the play before this great play that we just saw? Just because you have a bad offensive possession, you can't allow that to go down and reciprocate itself on the defensive end. One bad play does not make 2 bad plays. You have to bounce back. That's how you play this game.
Donovan Mitchell with the rock. To Beverly. Has a look. Beverly's shot no good. Wiggins to Kemba Walker. Mitchell with it up top. Leads 4. Trying to cash in. He connects. Sometimes you just have to go out there and make a tough play.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Walker to Wiggins. Nothing going here on that drive. Wiggins to Walker. Gets it in the left corner. Has a chance. Won't go.
And that's how you make a difference. Every shot that the offense takes, make sure that it has a 10 as far as degree of difficulty.
to Davis. Turns and slams it down. Feed the big fella. Point to the passer.
So good when you get everybody involved, in particular your bigs. You get them going, they'll run the court faster, and guess what? They'll set harder screens because they're actually in the game.
Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Couple of cracks at the line now.
Hey, look, sometimes you need to feel out your opponent. Let them know you're there. I'm okay with that early foul.
First one, counted. And gets both to drop at the line. Milwaukee with the basketball. Beverly. Lazy pass there, and it's intercepted. To Beverly. To Davis. Down low. Anthony Davis. 2 for 2. That's what you want. AD, is he a new age big?
Easy answer is yes. He is Mr. Versatility. He can do everything on both the offensive and the defensive end. He can fight the post, battle for position. He can protect the rim. Plus, if you switch, he can guard guards on the perimeter. That's what you love about AD. You need something, he has an answer for you.
Crawford goes to the right side. Has a look. Rozier, shot, no good.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Miles Bridges, down low for Davis. To Beverly. Hat-trick Beverly. First couple didn't go. That one is true.
In the paint, you need to finish. Just like that.
Possession lies with Golden State. To Crawford. Here comes the screen. Crawford. Trying to cash in. Deep two there. Won't go. Brogdon to Davis. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Rozier shot, no good. Beverly into the front court. They can get a 2 for 1 if they play this right. Brogdon, they go down to Davis. To Miles Bridges. Stuffs it down with authority.
As a player, there's nothing better than coming out in the first quarter and playing exactly the same way you played the last couple of days of practice. You're moving the ball, you're capitalizing on mistakes, and you really built a nice lead.
Crawford to Wiggins. won't go down.
Woo, I like that intensity on that play. That's how you actually dig in the dirt and do your job on the defensive end.
And the rebound gathered in by Davis. He'll let one fly from half court. That ends the first quarter. The Bucks in command of this one. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. The Bucks at the controls. Take stock of the floor to Miles Bridges. Has a chance. Missed it. Not much more you could ask for from the defense there.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle.
Five to shoot for Golden State. Rozier. And it's the big man, Len, with the rebound. Beverly into the front court. His guys leading by 14. Brogdon to Beverly. Brogdon down low for Len. And the finish. Slam dunk. That has to feel deflating for the other side.
They've really came out and made a statement so far in this first half. Another powerful dunk, but another easy dunk. When are we going to see some defense?
Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Walker to Hield. To Kemba Walker. Shot clock winding down. Shot from in close, no good.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Has a look. Yes, when this guy's open, look out. Nearly automatic.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Nothing going here on that drive. Here comes the screen. Walker to Monroe. Warriors with 4 to shoot. Lets it fly from long range. So the first points for him in this first half, and he knocks it down for 3.
Yeah, they really need him to get going. Really surprised that none of his teammates have been talking to him. This is when he needs him the most. They have to uplift him, help him continue to be confident on the court.
Warriors have the basketball. To Walker. The big guy, Greg Monroe. He's finally on the board. Makes his first shot.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
Driving right to the basket. Tatum knocks it down from mid-range.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Walker into the front court. Down by 15. Picked up by the Bucks.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
Walker to Hield. Five to shoot for Golden State. To Kemba Walker. From long range. Buries it.
I don't know how he saw his man out in the cut like that, but that was nice.
Now a whistle, and we'll get a timeout called by Milwaukee as they'll take a moment to go over things here in the second quarter. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Beverly. Plenty of contact. The shot no good. Across the timeline, it's Walker. Trailing by 14, Monroe to Hield. To Walker. Buddy Hield. Walker. Off the mark. With defense like that, little margin for error. Bucks at the controls. To Davis. Terrific vision. Now ready to shoot at the line.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big time play.
Can't connect on the first free throw. Knocks down the second after missing the first. Walker with the basketball. Trailing by 15. Here comes the screen. Walker shakes free and hits.
When I think about Kemba Walker, I think about a self-made elite PG. He's a little guy that thrives amongst the NBA giants, and he's fearless. Let me tell you about how fearless he is. Even Alvin Gentry said he's probably the biggest competitor he's ever seen. You could put him right up there with the likes of Kobe Bryant from a competitive standpoint. That goes to show you that Walker will do anything and everything to beat you every possession.
Trying to cash in. Shot for Mitchell won't go.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning the ankle on that landing.
To Wiggins. Monroe. Five on the shot clock. Monroe. Not a good shot there as he misses it. Bucks at the controls. Beverly. Surveys the floor. The screen sets him up for two.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
To Hield. Nothing going here on that drive. Walker to Monroe. Lets it fly from beyond the arc, and the rebound taken in by Davis. Beverly into the front court. They lead it by 14. Andrew Wiggins rejects it.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Tough make through traffic.
I was expecting the dish there, but way to fake that one and lay that one in.
Into the front court, it's Walker. Looking to make something happen. Buddy Hield to Wiggins. Has a chance. Shot by Wiggins won't go. Big finish at the rim.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports halftime report. Jalen.
Thanks, guys. Let's take a look at what went down so far in this one. The Bucks dominated this matchup from the opening tip. It was their playmaking, the way they gave back to Ed and Jay to bring you the second half action.
Bucks basketball. To Davis. Great looking vision and stuffs it home.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
To Beverly. Missed a wide open look. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Walker into the front court. His guys down big. To Hield. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
Old school equals high percentage.
Milwaukee with the basketball. Beverly on a bad pass. Going to be taken away by the Warriors.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort is off the charts.
To Davis. Hassan Whiteside sends it away.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Buddy Hield to Kemba Walker. To Hield. Bucks have it. And a throwdown.
That transition offense was flawless. When guys fan out and actually fill the lanes with a sense of urgency. You heard me correctly, a sense of urgency. You will get a great shot every possession.
To Hield. Yes, Andrew Wiggins. Oh, 3 for 8. He's got to do better.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Mitchell with the basketball. His guys hold a commanding lead. To Davis. Tatum buries it on the catch and shoot.
I know there are refs on the court all the time, but it doesn't mean they can see every play. Maybe defensively, grab his jersey, step on his toe, do something to kind of change up his pace.
Here comes the screen. Walker to Whiteside. Anthony Davis knocked it away.
Oh, some fans should take that ball home as a gift.
That's a souvenir. They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor. Walker. Warriors with 4 to shoot. To Wiggins. For 3. And the rebound pulled down by Davis.
And you knew this game had a chance to get out of hand pretty quickly because of the communication. When these guys stepped on the court, Ed, they were yapping back and forth to each other. And that kind of communication, that kind of collective responsibility to one another, you feel that on the court. That's why this team is special.
Across the timeline, it's Walker. Down a bundle to Monroe. Buddy Hield. Wiggins to Hield. Walker. Great defense, forcing the miss.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Beverly. To Davis. Hat-trick Beverly. Now 3 for 9.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Jason Tatum swats it.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Davis, great feed, sets it up, throws it down.
Man, they are just continuing to pour it on. But the one thing we know about in this league, you have to make sure that you continue to play with energy because leads can evaporate quickly.
We have both squads set to make some moves right now. Crawford to Rozier. Wiggins. Down low to Monroe. Crawford off the mark. No good. In the front court, it's Augustine. His guys holding the big lead. Working hard on the glass. Another shot stays out. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
Defenders had no chance on that one. That's why we call it the elite tier.
Rozier with it. He'll run the offense. Screen coming. Crawford to Wiggins. Down low to Monroe. Defense making the ball.
Oh, he sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. Defense all over Rozier. Can't connect. Wiggins. Can't connect. Ah, missed it. How'd that not go down?
And you have to remember that your hand is part of the ball. There wasn't enough contact on that play for the refs to blow the whistle.
To Crawford.
Big pick right there.
To Rozier. Here comes the screen. Monroe. Has a look. Off the mark. Well contested. Donovan Mitchell with the rock. To Davis. And the slam.
I mean, Ed, I get more and more impressed with guys' ability to shift their body. If that's a Euro step, a side step, however they find a way to get through traffic and finish like that. Whew.
Crawford to Wiggins. To Crawford. Beyond the arc for three. It's good. And the foul. And he's going to the line for a chance at a 4-point play.
Most definitely contact on that forearm during the follow-through. You have to give the offensive player a lot of credit. The concentration you need to make a shot after getting fouled, that's big time.
It's good, has the hot hand, and a 4-point play. Deep three at the buzzer. That ends the third quarter. The Bucks in control so far. The Warriors with the basketball to begin the fourth quarter. The defending champs, Jay, getting all they can handle here at the Oracle.
You don't see this very often. They've come in and put up one heck of a fight. But it doesn't matter if you don't get a check in that win column.
Whiteside to Monroe. Had a good look there, but it's no good. Fires the three. Buries the wide-open three. That's too easy.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
To Walker. Bucks have the rebound. Brogdon. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
You know, it reminds me, Ed, of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a
opening tip won by the Nuggets. They get it first as we're underway at the Pepsi Center. Here comes the screen. Conley over to the right side. Joel Embiid with the block.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Philadelphia with the basketball. To Bledsoe. To Aldridge. Giannis Antetokounmpo sends it away. Right time, right player.
Can't teach height.
To Antetokounmpo. Ball's tied up. Neither player wants to give it up. No, it's been scrappy. Let's see who can take the jump. Beyond the arc for three. It's Embiid with the rebound. To Bledsoe. To Aldridge. Embiid. Won't go down. Defender's lucky he wasn't called. Giannis in control of the basketball. Looking to make something happen. And a nice finish at the rim.
Ed, sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Sixers control it. Bledsoe to Embiid. Down for Iguodala. Antetokounmpo to Conley. Right down the lane, but the shot won't go. Bledsoe with it up top. Down two. To J.R. Smith.
He sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Iguodala to bring it up. Down four. To J.R. Smith. Screen coming. Smith, great feed, sets it up, slams it down. Big finish for Joel Embiid.
Just remember an old saying here, you're only as good as your last shot, and your last shot went in, so it's time to get going.
Conley to Antetokounmpo. Slam dunk, DeAndre Ayton.
It's so difficult to block a guy like that with that kind of athleticism and length. Your timing almost has to be perfect, but pretty much there's no stopping him when he's around the rim.
Bledsoe to Embiid. Knocked loose. Sacrificing everything for the loose ball. That's out of bounds, off of Giannis. Mike Malone going to tinker with his group and switch things up. To Bledsoe. 5 seconds to shoot. Joel Embiid gets a look. Can't hit. Across the timeline, it's Conley. Leads 4. Here comes the screen. Conley matched up with Iguodala. To Antetokounmpo. Conley. The pass set it all up.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
Bledsoe with the basketball. 8-2 our score. Embiid. Pass there, taken away by Denver. He was all over him. Missed the shot, no free throws.
Woo, I like that intensity on that play. That's how you actually dig in the dirt and do your job on the defensive end.
To Antetokounmpo. From the outside, no good.
And a lot of times in this league, teams take days off. But if this defense keeps maintaining that style of pace defensively, this is going to be a dogfight.
It's Embiid. Joel Embiid. He's 2 for 5. Not great, but trending.
If you're coaching against this player, you have to throw some fake traps, some fake schemes. How are you making this player think instead of just naturally reacting?
Ball's tied up. We'll get a jump ball. New blood coming in for both sides. Conley to Antetokounmpo. And counted at the rim.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
Joseph with it. 10-4 is the score. Knocked loose. Conley into the front court. He'll run the offense. Slams it down.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Antetokounmpo. Nice pass to set things up. Cruises inside for 2.
This comes down to great execution both on the offensive and defensive end of the floor. Let's see if they can carry this into the second quarter.
To Embiid. Knocked loose. Nuggets have it. Harris, defended by the former Longhorn Aldridge. Joel Embiid swats it.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
It's in the hands of Philadelphia. To Aldridge. Using the post to his advantage there and the finish at the rim. Jay, perhaps that's a start.
Those kind of plays get me fired up. That's a momentum play. They look lifeless here in the first quarter, but a dunk like that can get your team going in the right direction.
Changes coming from both sides right now. Trying to cash in. Not today. Embiid. Here comes the screen. To Embiid. For 3, and Joel Embiid didn't even blink. Knocks it down for 3.
I mean, does he have eyes in the back of his head or what? I get paid money to watch and study this game daily. Even I didn't see that angle.
Brunson. Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4. How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake. Just inside the arc. At the buzzer. That ends the first quarter. The Nuggets with the lead. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Sixers have the basketball. Bledsoe to Embiid. Eric Bledsoe. He's finally on the board. Makes his first shot.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
Conley to Adetokunbo. And he's fouled. He's going to the line for 2.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
Giannis Adetokunbo, couple of free throws on the way. A career 74% free throw shooter. And hits the first free throw. Able to convert on both free throws. Philadelphia with the basketball. Mike Conley with a piece.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
And a chance coming up at the line.
Ed, as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
Giannis Adetokunbo. He's got 2 shots coming. He's perfect from the line so far. Oops, he missed the first one. Good recovery. Hits the second free throw. Joseph with it. Margins 8. Nothing going here on that drive. Aminu with a shot that's off.
And it's never a great thing when you're talking to yourself the entire next possession about the shot you just missed. Now you know you're in that player's head mentally.
Fires the 3. Can't go down. Smothering defense.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Screen coming. Nice pass to get things going.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
To Brunson. A lot of contact. Shots no good and no foul. Has a look. Aminu with a shot that's off.
See, the defender did a really good job. He stayed down. He didn't go and bite for all the head fakes. He waited until the last second to contest that shot. Way to know the scouting report.
The jumper's off the mark. Another shot won't go either. Runner's good there.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
Now whistle. Timeout for Denver as they'll take a moment to go over things here in the second quarter. We have both squads set to make some moves right now. Conley. Sixers control it. Flushes it home.
Used to hear all these coaches talk about, we need players to run the floor. No, I don't need you to run the floor. I need you to run the floor with purpose. Those are two different things. When you run the floor in attack mode, that's when plays like this occur.
To Adetokunbo. Conley with a shot, comes up empty. Smith to Bledsoe. To Aldridge. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The refs bit, and that's the game.
Eric Bledsoe trying to cash in on a three-point play. For his career, 79% at the line. The free throw is good. It's back to a one-point game. It's Denver's ball. Here comes the screen. Conley throws it down.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
Bledsoe with it up top. They're down 3. Goes to the left side. Here comes the screen. To Embiid. Eric Bledsoe. 3 for 3 in this first half.
And when plays like that happen with multiple players touching the ball, the basketball gods will 100% reward you.
DeAndre Ayton. That's going to be out of bounds. Smith the last to touch. Adetokunbo. To Conley. Has a chance. Knocks it down from mid-range.
You know, Ed, people don't understand. Tough shots are practiced every single day. With all these different contraptions out there to contest your shot, guys shoot 500 made shots a day. This is the new norm.
Smith to Embiid. Off the assist.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Nuggets with the basketball. Conley to Adetokunbo. Referee blows the whistle. Jump ball coming. They're set to jump it up to see who gets possession. To Bledsoe.
Screen coming left.
To J.R. Smith.
Oh, yeah, let's double trap. Yep.
Joel Embiid. With that shot, he's 5 for 8.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
Adetokunbo. LaMarcus Aldridge pins it.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
To J.R. Smith. Here comes the screen.
See the screen, see it.
Bledsoe. Trying to cash in. Knocks it down. Off the step back.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
I got ball, I got ball. I got some ball.
He'll put it up at the buzzer. So the difference, 3 points as we've reached the break. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose in our EA Sports halftime report. Jalen.
Thanks, guys. Let's take a look at what went down so far in this one. The 76ers have themselves a narrow lead. They decided to make a statement in the opening half, and they did it by throwing down dunk after dunk after dunk. I think the rim is still shaking. These are the guys getting buckets. For the Philadelphia 76ers, the Nuggets are keeping things competitive after 2 quarters. And without question, they can put themselves in a position to win this game if they continue to rack up the assists. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Denver Nuggets.
Game prep. Blocks.
After just 2 quarters, we've already seen so many blocks from each of these squads. I'm loving how aggressive the players have been on defense. What you're seeing in these highlights will make any defensive-minded coach proud, like Chuck Daly. And with that, I'm sending it back to Ed and Jay to bring you the rest of the game.
Nuggets have the possession.
Pick up, match up.
Adetokunbo to Conley. Sizing up the defense. Conley guarded by LaMarcus Aldridge. Wow, look at him dive for the loose ball. Bledsoe with the basketball. His guys lead here early stages, 3rd quarter. And he'll go to the foul line.
I'm watching the coach's reaction right now, and I'll tell you, he's not going to be happy about that. The game comes down to the micro details. That wasn't a part of the plan right there.
Eric Bledsoe at the line for 2 shots. Hasn't missed yet. Misses the first. So he goes 1 for 2 from the line after hitting on the second. Giannis with it up top. His guys trail now by 4. DeAndre Ayton. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
Look, the most efficient offenses are the ones with the highest number of assists. There are only 5 teams in the league that average 25 assists or more.
Here comes the screen.
Screen on your right,
Bledsoe.
Watch that cut.
Fires the 3. The big man, Ayton, with the rebound.
Come here.
Adetokunbo. Count the basket at the rim.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Aldridge. To Bledsoe. Down to 5 on the 24. Has a look. Can't connect.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
To Conley. Adetokunbo. Here's a chance from long range. Rebound comes to Aldridge. Bledsoe with it up top. Tie game, third quarter. To Embiid. J.R. Smith with the strong finish.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
Denver ball right now. Adetokunbo. To Conley. Giannis Antetokounmpo. It's been a quiet night. Only 3 attempts, but he makes that one stick.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Bobby Portis snatching it out of the air.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Easy path to the rim.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Bledsoe with the basketball. His group now down 2. Screen coming. Knocked loose. Picked up by the Nuggets. And scores. Strong take.
Sometimes you hear people give all these fancy breakdowns, tell you all these different things they can do. That was just plain old simple bully basketball. Muscled his way through the lane.
Smith to Embiid. Oh, he had it. Denver's got it. Conley to Adetokunbo. Here comes the screen. Good defense. He had nowhere to go. The result, jump ball. Looks like both teams are making substitutions. From long range. That's not his range. It's no good. A drive to the basket, but the shot rattles in and out. Giannis in control of the basketball. Leads 4. LaMarcus Aldridge sends it away.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Conley. To Adetokunbo. Smith into the front court. Trailing by 4. To Aldridge. Smith. LaMarcus Aldridge. Not shaken for the early struggles. Maybe this is a sign of things to come.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
To Adetokunbo. Here comes the screen. Adetokunbo. To Conley. Spinning shot. Won't fall.
Seems like a lot of contact on that play. If I were that player, I would pull the ref over to the side, talk to him, express to him how much contact there was so he could look for that same foul call potentially the next time down the court.
Smith. They'll get it down to Thompson. Tristan Thompson with the slam. Gotta love the rim rockers.
Gotta be careful, though. Don't hang on the rim too long. You might get a tee.
Nuggets have the possession. Adetokunbo. Nice pass to set things up.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Giannis with it up top. Our score all even in this third quarter. Nothing going here on that drive. To Conley. Going to launch beyond the arc. The rebound belongs to the 76ers. Joseph with it. Final minute to play in this third quarter. Down low, Aldridge. LaMarcus Aldridge. 3 for 6 now.
Old school equals high percentage.
It's Denver's ball. Greek Freak for 2. The screen sets him up for 2.
Bread and butter. And there are a few that can do it better off the screen.
Now a whistle and a timeout for Philadelphia as their coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this third quarter. Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor. To Aldridge. LaMarcus Aldridge. 4 out of 7. Giannis in control of the basketball. His guys find themselves trailing by a bucket. Conley to Adetokunbo. Jumper's good.
And don't you dare think about the fourth quarter yet. The only quarter that matters is the one you're playing in right now. Finish strong.
Desperation shot here from half court. Third quarter comes to an end. Scoreboard says it's all even. It's the Nuggets with the basketball to start the fourth quarter. And this game's been everything we could have hoped for. All tied up after 3.
This is what happens when you have winners on both sides. People who are not willing to give up and will continue to scrape and claw to get themselves in a position to win this ballgame.
Scores from the post.
You've heard it before. Slow and steady wins the race. This approach might be working out after all.
It's in the hands of Philadelphia. Bledsoe. He's now 5 for 6.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show, because that's what you're watching right now.
Adetokunbo. DeAndre Ayton. Able to convert inside.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Bledsoe with it up top. They trail by 2. Count the basket inside.
That might have been a little bit easier than expected there, considering the score.
Giannis with it up top. Looking to make something happen. Conley to Adetokunbo. Nothing going here on that drive. Joel Embiid rejects it.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands, That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Giannis in control of the basketball. Down just a couple. Joel Embiid able to recover with the block.
You know, sometimes basketball can become a very beautiful thing to watch. During the regular season, things can get difficult. Energy can be low. The passion at times can even be lower because players are tired. They're fatigued. But today, it's all been good. They're putting in an absolute show with killer efficiency and tremendous effort and intensity.
Sixers call for time as they'll make sure they're all on the same page here in the fourth quarter.
And this is where habits come into play. Players think they can turn that switch on and off at their beck and call, but it doesn't work that way. That's why coaches talk about practicing good habits on a daily basis, because they show up in the fourth.
Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Goes reverse to lay it in.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ballgame.
Knocked loose. Out of bounds. Last touch by Eric Bledsoe. Conley. Knocked loose. That's out of bounds. Last touch by a Sixer. Substitution being made in this one. Joel Embiid, huge block. Has a chance. A shot no good by Harris.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Embiid with a shot no good. Aldridge. A pass stolen by the Nuggets.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Conley. Trying to cash in. Mike Conley, 4 out of 10.
I don't know what the point of you having a scouting report is if you don't utilize it. You're allowing him to get to positions on the floor where you know he feels most comfortable. Make it a challenge for him by making him do something uncomfortable.
Aldridge. Pass there, taken away by Denver.
Tie ball game. Make this possession count.
And the finish. Slam dunk.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Conley. Rebound comes to Aldridge. Smith now into the front court. Down 2. To Bledsoe. Lets it fly from long range. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
They absolutely needed that. Great job by the offense to be poised and create a shot to pull ahead.
Now the Nuggets signaling for timeout as they'll talk things over in a one-point basketball game.
I think everyone in this building knows it's going to come down to the last 2 minutes. This game is going to be won with who decides to really show up on the defensive end of the ball.
Mike Malone wants some reinforcements. New personnel onto the floor. Adetokunbo. Count the basket, and it could have been more. No whistle.
Big shout out to the athletic trainer for this team. It's obvious you've been doing all the preparation required of your team in the weight room in the offseason. Flex on them a little bit.
Nothing going here on that drive. To Aldridge. Oh, you could sense that coming.
There is a premium market for players with that type of hand-eye coordination.
Embiid. To Bledsoe. Mike Conley. Tips it.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
To Adetokunbo. Giannis Adetokunbo. He's now 4 for 6.
We're watching a clinic right now. We're watching basketball 1-on-1. Whoever this professor is, he needs to get paid top dollar.
To Aldridge. Off the assist.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Nuggets with the basketball. Adetokunbo to Conley. Big finish at the rim.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Bledsoe to Aldridge. Five on the shot clock for Philadelphia. Aldridge. Off the mark. No good. Conley into the front court. Up by 3. Has a look. Off the mark. Well contested. Bledsoe with the basketball. He'll run the offense. Aldridge to Bledsoe. Has a chance. Wide open look, won't go. There's the whistle and an intentional foul. Just their first in the final 2 minutes, so no free throws yet. They'll take the ball out of bounds.
Some players are built to handle these moments. On one end, you just sparked your team, and at the same time, you also got under your opponent's skin. Just want to manage through the emotions here and not take it too far.
First one, count it. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Now whistle and a timeout for Philadelphia. They'll need a quick shot and then likely a quick foul in what is now a 2-possession game. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Gets it to go. Coach cannot be happy with that closeout.
Just because someone is listening to you doesn't mean that they actually hear you. At the end of the game, when players get tired, they listen to what the assignment was, but they didn't hear what it was.
Here comes the intentional foul with 10 seconds on the clock.
Smart play. You have fouls to use. Good way to manage the clock without burning a timeout.
And he connects on the first free throw. And gets both to drop at the line. Sixers call for time. It's their second and final one of the last 3 minutes. They cannot stop the clock again. Trying to cash in. That's usually one that he'll knock down. It's the Nuggets who come away victorious as they win this one by 4. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Here, and I've got your EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Nuggets got the win in a nail-biter. I could get into detail about their play calling and shot selection, but let's be honest. We all know that the dunks were the most exciting. I'd be surprised if the rim isn't a little bit bent at this point. The 76ers must be devastated after such a close loss.
Sure, it's great they shot so well from 3, but none of that really matters when your team has one more loss to show for it.
What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Philadelphia 76ers.
Game track. Field goals.
Neither of these teams were able to make much of an impact on defense. As you can see here, they were each pretty successful with some efficient scoring.
Player of the game.
I'll take Tacumpo.
Read the defense perfectly, and his teammates reaped the benefits with easy baskets.
These are the top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
This has been a presentation of ESPN on EA Sports. Until next time, I'm Jalen Rose, signing off.